This is totally unrelated to Zelda, but earlier today, on the day I'm recording this part, I got a tweet saying Charles Martinet, who many Nintendo fans know well as the voice of Mario and his friends Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi, even Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. Anyway, he's retiring from being the voice of Mario and his friends, and it just is really a bittersweet day, and I figured I should just mention that. And I wish him well in his future endeavors as the Nintendo ambassador. Godspeed, Charles. Godspeed. Hey, paisanos! This is ToonGamer23, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. So, in the last part, Scooty got his, awaited revenge against the Helmaroc King, the giant monstrous bird who caused him so much grief. And we also rescued his sister from her prison, as well as the other two girls. Right before it was about to be flooded, so... Alright, so we've, so Scooty's gotten his revenge, but there's one more matter that needs to be taken care of. Ganondorf himself. It's time we had a little meeting, a face-to-face meeting with the great King of Evil, with this era's hero. Okay, so we just climb this twisty path to the half-open ship. I remember like it was only yesterday when Ganon was just standing here, an ominous black shadow staring at the birds, and just nudged his head to the side, and that bird just tossed Scooty into the ocean. Now, we settle the score once and for all. With, honestly, a man that Scooty doesn't have much beef with, but still though, he's gotta go. But I will give props to him for his design choices. So yeah, this may be a shipwreck perched atop a tall tower, but he definitely knows how to spread the mood. And wait a minute, are those Sheikah symbols? They just kind of resemble Sheikah eye symbols at first glance. It kind of look like the lens of truth from Ocarina of Time in some way, so... But anyway, we just look past the glaring door and the tassels and the several machetes and the skulls. So yeah, this man definitely knows how to decorate his evil lair. Alright, enough. We head on inside to confront the great King of Evil. After all these years spent in the Sacred Realm, he's back again. But we have the Master Sword now. It's been a while, boy. You have done well to sneak into my fortress and wriggle your way all the way up here. I suppose the least I can do is commend you for your reckless courage. My name is Ganondorf, and I am the master of Forsaken Fortress.
Yeah? Well, I'm Scooty, and I have the Master Sword.
Yeah, he should be afraid. He's not afraid. He's smiling. Why are you smiling? Why would you be smiling? Can somebody please explain why he's smiling? By the way, boy, when you drew that sword of yours out of its pedestal, did you by chance notice how all of the monsters frozen in time down there suddenly began stirring again? Uh-oh, I think we goofed. Do you understand precisely what that means? I highly doubt you do. Foolish child. While that sword is indeed the blade of evil's bane, at the same time it has long played another role. You see, it is also a sort of key, a most wretched little key that has kept the seal on me and my magic intact. Oh boy. By withdrawing the blade, you have broken that seal.
Oh yeah? Well, screw you and your dark magic!
Oh yes, an off-screen fatal blow. But alas, Ganondorf doesn't have a scratch. How about 2 out of 3? Oh, I thought not. Okay, well, I'm screwed. You cannot defeat me with a blade that does not sparkle with the power to repel evil. What you hold is useless. Go back to the world below and tell that to the pathetic fools who made this blade. Oh. Its power is gone, and its edges are dull. Okay, this is a problem.
Okay, I'll give you 1,000 rupees if you spare my life. I'll even give you my grandma's secret soup recipe.
Once again, showing up at the best possible moment. Alright, Tetra, kick his ass! Or distract him, that works too.
Scooty, get up!
Whoa! He wouldn't even restrain himself from strangling a child. Yeesh.
Stop! Let me go!
You pathetic little sea rat! Okay, oh no. But what's this? To his surprise, he notices his Triforce symbol glowing. My Triforce power is resonating! Ha! At last! I found you! Princess Zelda!
What? What are you talking about? I didn't know any Zelda.
Feigning ignorance will gain you nothing. Tell me, if you are not Zelda, then why do you have this fragment of the Triforce? Wait, Tetra has a fragment of the Triforce? What was that? What? The fuck? I blinked. What just happened? Hey, it's Komali! He finally got his wings! And Quill's here too! Alright! The rescue party! And Valoo's here to exact his revenge against Ganon for his monster from Dragon Roost. Alright, it's gonna be a hot night on the barbecue tonight! Alright, as he unleashes his fiery wrath upon Ganon. Alright, we've done it! We've rescued Aryll, and Ganondorf is toast. We're done here. Let's get the hell out of here. Alright. So we reappear back at the Tower of the Gods. With Valoo perched on top of the ring. With Tetra seemingly knocked unconscious. Oh, and Scooty looks so concerned for her. It's alright, Scooty. She has merely lost consciousness.
Your sister has escaped the Forsaken Fortress with the pirates. You can relax. She's safe now.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you remember in It's a Wonderful Life where at the end of the movie, George's daughter says,
Every single time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's what happened here. Once we rang the bell on the top of the Tower of the Gods, Komali got his wings! It just occurred to me. Okay, so yes. So yeah, so Aryll is safe with the pirates. Lord Valoo, you arrived not a moment too soon. We are deeply grateful.
I am Valoo. I am Valoo. I am Valoo.
I don't know what else to give him with Hylian. I just do I am Groot sort of thing. I am aware of this. Yet I thought our first priority should be to separate these two from Ganon's grasp.
I am Valoo. I am Valoo. I am Valoo.
Alright. So yes, our winged cavalry came not a moment too soon. So yes, both Scooty and Valoo got to exact their revenge in one day. That's quite a major accomplishment. And Komali got his wings. Things just keep getting better and better. Sort of. Scooty, I will explain things later. Now we must return to the world beneath the sea. Okay, so here we go. So apparently there was a major fluke in your plans to down Ganondorf. The Master Sword isn't working. Unfortunately, Tetra awakens. Under the sea. Under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Well, it's not technically wetter down here because it's a giant air chamber. Anyway.
Oh, ow! Scooty? You're alright? What is this place? Hey! And Ganondorf! What happened to him?
I love that pose of Scooty's just chilling in his boat. He's just like, hey girl, you like my boat? You like my sword and my boat? Go back to my place and have some fun. Scooty, what are you doing? You must come now to the room where you got the Master Sword. Oh, calling you from the stone even though you're right here. Okay, so there's somebody else tied to that stone.
Who's using that stone? Just who are you? Scooty and I are the only ones who can speak through this stone. How dare you use it that what's not yours?
Your name is Tetra, correct? You must come with Scooty to see me at once.
Well, don't you sound important? Fine. Run away. Just hold your horses, whoever you are.
Horses? What do you know about horses? How would you even know what a horse looks like? They've been extinct for years. Yeah, rest in peace, Epona. God bless her soul.
Scooty, what are you waiting for? You're at the stone. You're supposed to show me how to get to where that voice is.
Alright, so. Yeah, just walking around, just showing Tetra the courtyard. Okay, and this is another... This is not just a golden opportunity, this is a platinum opportunity to take Tetra's picture. I mean, she would probably... if there was any other context, she would just punch you out or something. Yeah, she's just enamored by this place, just wondering where everything is. Okay, we have to... Okay, well, I think that's as far back as she'll get, so, I'm not really sure if Carlo will take her picture if she's, Okay, so, do you mind stepping back a little bit, just for a little bit? Okay, so... Okay, come on. Okay, just take her damn picture. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is probably as far back as she'll go. Okay. Okay, just make sure you get your entire head. Alright, so... Okay, so I didn't save the last few parts, so if all else fails, I'll just have to reset again. But I'll still upload these parts as is, so... Well, anyway. So yes, we've been sailing with the King of Red Lions, but he's not what he seems. Tetra is not what she seems either. Sorry. Okay, so the King of Red Lions. He is not what he seems. He may just seem like an ordinary wooden boat, but he is much more than that. And Tetra, she's not what she seems either. She's of great importance too.
What are you doing? Show me where the owner of that voice is.
Alright. Follow me. Okay, so... back inside the castle. Let's Gonna get yourselves ready for some major exposition. At least for those who haven't played this game before. Okay, so yeah, that's basically as far back as Tetra will go. So with Karlov, he's kind of picky. I guess once you with a picture with him, it's kind of hard to tell. It's probably at least from the waist upwards is good enough. But well, we'll just have to chance it. Alright, so in we go. What lies in this room? Santa? Is that you? No, it couldn't be. This is a game based on polytheism, not monotheism.
Are you him? Are you the one who's been speaking through my stone without my permission? Answer me!
That stone is an enhanced version of the gossip stones long spoken of in the legends of the Hyrulean royal family. I am the one who made it.
Oh, so you made the gossip stones from Ocarina of Time? Wow, that's interesting.
You made it? The royal family gossip stone? I'm sorry, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've waited a long time to give Tetra that sass in her voice with that line right there.
Have neither of you heard the tales? Tales of the kingdom spoken of in the legend of the great hero? The place where the power of the gods lies hidden? This place, where the two of you now stand, is that kingdom. This is Hyrule. And I am its king, Daphne's Nohanson Hyrule.
That's kind of a feminine first name, but yeah, mad respect to the king. Man we never met in Ocarina of Time, honestly. He was always just secluded.
Scooty, do you not recognize my voice? Indeed, I am the one who guided you here. I am the King of Red Lions.
Oh, so you've been a boat? The King of Hyrule. This whole time, Scooty's been riding inside the King of Hyrule in boat form. Okay, and the mind-blowing does not stop there.
There was no need for me to reveal my true identity to you so long as that blade, the Master Sword, could defeat Ganon. But now, both of you must listen to me. Once, long ago, this land of Hyrule was turned into a world of shadows by Ganon, who sought to obtain the power of the gods for his own evil ends. My power alone could not stop the fiend, and our only choice was to leave the fate of the kingdom in the hands of the gods. When the gods heard our pleas, they chose to seal away not only Ganon, but Hyrule itself, and so, with a torrential downpour of rains from the heavens, our fair kingdom was soon buried beneath the waves, forgotten at the bottom of the ocean.
So this whole thing is like this really rings with similarities with this tale of Noah's Ark in the Bible.
Yet all was not lost, for the gods knew that to seal the people away with the kingdom would be to grant Ganon's wish for the destruction of the land. So, before the sealing of the kingdom, the gods chose those who would build a new country and commanded them to take refuge on the mountaintops. Those people were your ancestors. heavy. Heavy stuff. Hundreds of years have passed since then. So long as Ganondorf was not revived, Hyrule would remain below, never waking from its slumber. Yeah, heavy stuff. Tetra, come to me. And the exposition does not stop there. So yeah, you were wondering about that Triforce around her neck. Why else would she be wearing a Triforce? I think you all know what's coming. This necklace you wear is part of a sacred treasure called the Triforce of Wisdom, which has been passed down for many ages within the royal family of Hyrule. Your mother passed this down to you and instructed you to treasure it and to guard it with your life. Am I not correct? The Triforce of Wisdom is none other than the sacred power of the gods that we have kept from Ganon's clutches for so many long years. The gods placed upon your ancestors the task of protecting it from evil's grasp. You too must abide by the laws of the past, and so the time has come for me to teach you the fate into which you were born, the very reason that you live. Laws of the past? Please. That's BS in the wildest sense. Okay, so there's a law that says you have to be something you're not once these two pieces of the Triforce connect. Apparently so, as a blinding light radiates throughout the room, revealing what once stood was Tetra, now stands a beautiful princess. And wow, you went from tan skin to fair skin faster than Michael Jackson. Yep, the Triforce of Wisdom on the back of her hand. She's Princess Zelda, alright.
My fate.
You are the true heir of the royal family of Hyrule, the last link in the bloodline. Get it, Link. You are Princess Zelda.
Zelda? I'm a princess?
You are confused, aren't you? I suppose such is to be expected. Man, this was so much exposition, so much to take in. Scooty. I am terribly sorry that you have been caught up in these events. But now that it is known that Tetra is indeed Princess Zelda, Ganon will be searching frantically for this child in an attempt to get the power of the gods that she possesses. He will not rest until he has found her. Wait a minute. Is a Triforce the power of the gods or the power of the goddesses? It was made clear in Ocarina of Time it was the power of the goddesses. Now he's saying it's the power of the gods? Make up your mind, man. If he succeeds, my ancient kingdom under the sea will be turned into a land of shadow and despair. And so will the world you know above the waves. Scooty, I need you to lend me your strength in this dark hour. I have a suspicion about what has caused the Master Sword to lose its power. I need for you to come with me back to the lands above the water and return the power to repel evil to the Master Sword.
Huh. Let's do it.
Zelda. It is far too dangerous for you to join us in this task. Fortunately, this sacred chamber is not yet known to Ganon. It is my wish that you wait here in hiding until we return. Oh. It just vamoosed out of thin air. Scooty, we must go. And just famous again. Vanished. Teleport. What, did he borrow the teleportation power from Ganon from the TV show?
Scooty! I don't know how to say this. Everything that's happened to you and your poor sister, it's all been my fault. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's okay.
He's just so nonchalant about everything that's going on. He just shakes it off like it's no big deal. Dude, this girl that you knew was a lie. The boat you were riding was under a different alias. That's totally a big deal.
Scooty, be careful. I'll just stand here and just wonder how this thing on the back of my hand works. Hope it doesn't leave any permanent marks.
Okay, with that, Tetra, or Zelda, is sealed in her room. So, yeah, I miss Tetra already. She actually did stuff and was a total badass, and now she's basically been downgraded to princess. Okay, so anyway, oh, wrong way. Well, anyway, while we're here, we might as well. So, yes. So yeah, the power to repel evil within the Master Sword is gone. That sucks. So yeah, we can't make it past this barrier either. But in due time, we shall return. Once we have returned that power to the Master Sword. So yes, before we depart, we should probably take a gander at one last little thing. Or two of them. So yeah, those portraits on the wall that you saw when you first entered this castle for the first time. And wait a minute. That right there must be the herald that the king was talking about when we first entered the castle. The Triforce. What else? So yes, there's a portrait of the king himself. Very somber, dour-looking king, I might add. But, as they say, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Especially considering that his kingdom is a forgotten kingdom at the bottom of the sea. And this right here is probably my most favorite Easter egg. If you look at this portrait on the wall here. Hang on, let me get Aryll's telescope. Okay, so yeah, if you look closely, not only can you see Tetra in the place of where Zelda is, but if you look very closely, the guy in the back looks a lot like Gonzo with a mustache, and the other pirates are in the same positions as in this picture right here. So yes, there can be no doubt about it. The whole pirate crew are descendants of the royal family. And wait a minute, is that guy? Oh my god, it's a woman. So yeah, one of the pirates is descended from a royal woman. Okay, so yeah, that's Nico's ancestor, and that's Princess Zelda, and that's supposed to be Mako, I think, with the spiral glasses, with the Professor E-Gad glasses. And then there's this pirate, I don't remember his name, and that one, I think it's Zuko or something. But anyway, those are the very same. Well,
they have a... They look very familiar, don't they? And they have a striking resemblance. But anyway. We now know our new tasks. So yeah, it looks like Scooty's quest went into overtime, I guess. Because his sister is safe. He finally got his revenge. But unfortunately, due to the fact that the Master Sword can no longer slay Ganon, they still got some other things to take care of. Because he could just immediately just shrug this off and just go home, live out the rest of his days on his island with his sister. But he knows that if he doesn't do something, Ganondorf will eventually conquer not just Hyrule, but the Great Sea itself. And if he won't do it, who else will? Alright. So we've been riding around the King of Hyrule in boat form this whole time. Yeah, okay. Scooty, listen well. The fact that the Master Sword lost the power to repel evil suggests to me that something has happened to the sages who infused the blade with the god's power. The sages should be here in Hyrule, in the Wind Temple to the north and the Earth Temple to the south, praying to the gods. You must head for these two temples to see what has happened to the sages, and attempt to find a way to recover the power to repel evil. Unfortunately, Ganon seems to have erected some sort of magical barrier down here in Hyrule, blocking our path to the temples. But each temple should have another entrance high upon Hyrule's mountaintops, which are now islands above the sea. As always, I shall mark these places on your sea charts. Now then, if we stay here much longer, we shall draw our enemy's attention to Princess Zelda's whereabouts. We must return to the surface immediately! One other thing I just pointed out is just how well Scooty just took everything, just with Tetra's secret identity being Zelda and the king. It's just a boat. I mean, if Tetra had never come to his island, none of these bad things would have happened. Aryll would have never been kidnapped. And he just shrugs it off like...
It's no big deal!
Yeah, it's... Yeah, like...
You caused my sister to be kidnapped by a giant bird.
But it's no big deal!
You ruined my birthday.
But it's no big deal!
You caused me to be tossed out of a tall tower by that monster bird.
But it's no big deal!
I had to sail many miles across the Great Sea and fight several giant monsters.
But it's no big deal!
I had to endure multiple episodes of childhood trauma, PTSD, and stuff like that.
But it's no big deal!
You turned out to be a different person all this time, and I don't even know who you are anymore.
And it's no big deal.
Nothing ever bothers him. Anyway. So yeah, he takes things pretty well, honestly. If we stay here much longer, our foes may be drawn to Zelda's whereabouts. Climb into the boat, and let's return to the world above the sea before that happens. Okay, you don't have to ask twice. Alright, so it's a shame we can't visit this place very often. It's beautiful, even though it's at the bottom of the ocean and forgotten. And just like that, it's gone again. Scooty, do you know the legend of the Hero of Time? Once long ago, he defeated Ganon and brought peace to the kingdom of Hyrule. A piece of the Triforce was given to the Hero of Time, and he kept it safe, much as Zelda kept hers. That sacred piece is known as the Triforce of Courage. When the Hero of Time was called to embark on another journey, and left the land of Hyrule, he was separated from the elements that made him a hero. That will be explained in Majora's Mask, honestly.
It is said that at that time the Triforce of Courage was split into 8 shards and hidden throughout the land. Even I do not know where they rest, but this much I do know. They lie hidden somewhere in this great sea. The Triforce of Courage is the only key that will once again open the doorway to Hyrule. You must search for it.
Okay, so there's... With that crazy amount of exposition and spoilers, who's ready for more adventuring throughout the Great Sea? So yeah, one temple to the north, one to the south, as far it gets. We really need to find a faster way of traversing the ocean, and I think I know just the thing that can help us. But we've pretty much gone through a ton of heavy exposition as is in this part. So we'll continue in the next parts. So yes. Apparently not only have we been living amongst a post-apocalyptic Hyrule for Scooty's entire life, but the boat he met that saved his life is none other than the king of said kingdom. And the girl he once knew as just a leader of a motley crew of pirates is the royal heir to the bloodline. And he just shakes it off, honestly. He just doesn't mind any of it. But anyway, our long, perilous quest is unfortunately far from over with those with these 2 major tasks that we have set upon us. We must restore the power to repel evil into the Master Sword, and we need to find all 8 shards of the Triforce of Courage and piece it back together. Only by then will we finally be able to carry out the last and final task of slaying Ganon and saving Hyrule. But we're getting ahead of ourselves, one step at a time, so we shall see how we can get inside these temples in the next part. Or at least one of them, anyway. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and if you would leave a comment and or like, that would be most appreciated. Until next time on The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, this is Toon Gamer 23, signing out. Ooh, I love the sun just glaring through the ring on the tower. Alright. So yeah, with all things considered, Scooty really should seek a therapist when this is all over. I mean, he's probably stoic in the fact that he just shrugs everything off, but on the inside he's probably crying. He's probably just a poor little kid who just needs a hug. A big one. So much trauma for this boy. Okay, before we wrap this part up, I know there's been a lot of exposition going on, but I just delivered the last of the pictures to Carlo. He just finished the last of the figurines. But check this out. If you manage to get a picture of Tetra, and yes, he approved it, even if it wasn't one of her complete body. Check this out. You get not only a figurine of Tetra, but the entire freaking pirate crew. That is what I call an entire package deal. Now that is dedication. How he knows what the entire pirate crew looks like, I'll never know, but yeah, you get all that on the first playthrough if you get a pictograph of Tetra. I miss her already, honestly. Honestly, if you ask me, Princess is kind of a downgrade from a kick-ass pirate captain.